time, it's Darryl the Guru Johnson with you. Steve Kerr throwing guys under the bus left and right. Well, that's the way a bunch of people heard it.
And it's his truth. But Steiny, it got me to thinking, man, some stuff is about to go down here in the Bay.
Watch yourself and know who you're talking about.
Did Steve Kerr throw the Warrior young players under the bus? Take a listen.
None of those guys on Miami are sitting there saying, well, I didn't play, or man, they put in so and so. Like, they're just all about winning. And you know this from our groups that we've had. When you have that championship mentality, every guy's bought in, every guy's just trying to win. Nobody cares about any of that stuff. You don't go into the locker room, saying, well, I should have played more. You just want to win. And that's the beauty of finding that magic when you have a championship team, is that everybody's bought in, and it makes the decisions for the coach really simple. You just go with your gut and go with whoever's playing well.
Well, then if that's what you want, Steve, if that's what you want, you need to create a team again with a bench made up of guys like Livingston and Barbosa and Spates and David West and JaVale McGee and Otto Porter and Bielitsa. Don't have a bench made up of a 20-year-old, a 21-year-old, a 21-year-old, none of whom played more than 1 year of college. They're different players. The reason that Miami, Steve, buys into it is because they're veterans. They're veterans. Strus, Vincent, Martin are veterans. They've already figured out the league, what they have to do to win, and how to play in a championship culture. They're 27. They're not 20. You guys thought that you could bring some 20-year-olds in here and they could play and act like veterans. You made a mistake. Clearly. Now, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah. And I'll say this. We were talking to the boss. Steve Kerr, and anybody for that matter, can speak their truth. And he was speaking his truth, but I'm starting to, in my mind, put it together, Steiny. And Steve Kerr probably never was on board with these youngsters being a part of this championship team. And maybe his hands are up in the air and he's saying, doing verbal gymnastics, basically like, you know what, I've already talked to Kuminga one-on-one. And there were numerous times he was on with Willard and Dibbs where, the conversation was about, are you talking to these guys that may be down on themselves, that might not be playing? And he gave rave reviews about Moses Moody and how Moody talked about he would rather sit on the bench in the pros than be playing in college because he's learning. And Kuminga. And now we see what happened with Wiseman. But at the end of the day, something's got to give, and I just keep going to that Declaration of Independence that Kuminga's people wrote or came up with about he wants to know his role moving forward, or a greater role, if that was real. But there is some dissension amongst this team, and I can't get mad at the youngsters for wanting to be a part, Steiny. Like, okay, you got Steph Curry. You got Draymond Green. They can't keep you in check, even if maybe you were being a little selfish and not going after loose balls and things of that nature. But the one domino that I haven't given enough, I hadn't enough thought was Wiggins coming back. Everybody's role changed when Wiggins came back. And I think when Wiggins came back, as excited as I was, he wasn't the Wiggins of last year in the playoff run. I don't know if you've been reading the news, Steiny, but Jimmy Butler's got a similar issue with his father, but he's still playing in the finals, and I don't know how close or what that's about, but he's playing.
Sorry.
Oh, what you mean?
Here's what I mean.
Oh,
now that it's 3 months from there, Andrew Wiggins missed, 40 games?
Yeah.
I don't know why he missed 40 games. I have no idea why he missed 40 games.
That's valid. I left it at Pops.
I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea.
Yep.
How's Pops doing right now?
I have no idea.
Pops doing okay? We haven't heard one word about Mitchell Wiggins.
Okay, I see you.
So, I don't want to get bogged down in that, but yeah, Andrew Wiggins missed half the season because of, I don't know, personal reasons, family reasons. That's all I know.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
All right. And so what do you do?
I'll tell you what the Warriors did. They brought him back, and they just said, hey, Jonathan, go to the bench.
And Kuminga couldn't handle it?
Wiggins. See, this is the other thing the Warriors have done, as far as I'm concerned. Wiggins gets lumped in with the champions. Poole does not get lumped in with the champions, and I don't get that.
He just gets lumped in the face.
I don't get that. Here's the other thing. Said it before the season. The Warriors weren't going to go anywhere this season because of agendas.
I'll give you all
Bob
the credit
Myers
in the world.
Didn't have a contract
Is that an
extension.
agenda?
Jordan, of course it. I don't know. Was it a factor this season?
No, it was a fact. When
You think the players didn't know? You think the three veterans didn't know that Bob Myers wasn't
Well, you
signed?
know what, Steiny? I'm trying to agenda when I hear agenda, I think of selfishness. But that contract status was natural.
It's Joe Lacob. So you had the best GM in the league working without a contract.
Which would, it blew our
I don't
wigs.
care who the agenda is, whether it's Bob Myers or Joe Lacob. But something went awry. Something was going awry right then. Things started to go awry right after they won the title. Right after they won the title. Why didn't Bob Myers get extended?
I have no idea.
Exactly. And you know what? Why? It doesn't matter. He just didn't, and now that's an issue. You have Draymond Green before the season, I want a max extension. Okay. Wow, where did that come from? You got Jordan Poole wanting money. You got Poole getting punched. You got Wiggins taking a sabbatical for whatever reason. And you know what? I got news for you. The agendas haven't gone away. Because to me, we saw more agendas front and center on Sunday. And what was it? Steve Kerr and Draymond Green want contract extensions. That's what I saw when I heard that podcast and watched it. Okay, what are you going to do? Are you going to rip off a check to Draymond Green?
We're about to find out.
And if you think these young guys haven't been developed, then why would you extend Steve Kerr 3 more years?
Okay, and let me add something on top of that. Are you done? Like Steve looked exhausted. Are you done trying to get across to these youngsters? Like, is Kuminga a lost cause to Kerr and company because how he pouted? And I'm not pro Kuminga like he's perfect. I told you I saw the loose ball. Go get the rebound. I don't know why, but he didn't handle it well. So I'm just wondering, are you going to try to come back? He has a great offseason and he turns a corner, or is this thing fried?
Well, I mean, look, I'm sorry, but if you're going to extend, if you're going to bring Kerr back with a contract extension, if you're going to bring Draymond back after re-signing, how the hell can you keep Kuminga?
Well, I'm laughing, but I'm crying, but you're right.